If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking fuck.
Just cash.
Hey, what's going on, E?
Good. Oh, not much, man. It's Friday. We're coming at y'all with the last sad face. Hate to say it, but the last Friday of the regular season for college basketball.
It's okay. It's okay. Closer to
Hey, it's been a
WNBA
year.
there.
Indeed, man. Yep. That just puts us another day closer to WNBA season and also the draft, man. The draft's going to be right around the corner, too. So, a lot of stuff right around the bend for everyone. Super excited, though. We are here to talk about college basketball. Hey, it is Just Cash. What's up, fam?
Hey,
Joined by Underrated. What's good, man? How are you?
I'm great. I get to hit the gunshot button. Always makes me happy. I don't know why. Call me crazy. Something fun about it.
Yeah.
C-Dot's here, though. He said, let's fucking go. It's Friday. We cashing. Hit the like button. We already got 11 likes, and we just started the stream. You guys are fucking dope. Fuck yes.
Yeah, man. I think, honestly, today is kind of a low-key bit of a banger slate, man. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
We ended up with a few more plays than expected, and honestly, I think there's maybe a couple more extras that we'll talk about in the mid-tier maybes. But if you guys appreciate what we're doing or just enjoy having fun here, make sure and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that and the bell so you don't miss out whenever we go live. Today is Friday, so especially to end the year, we are going to have our midnight stream. That'll be at 1 a.m. Eastern this evening, getting ready for tomorrow night. So stop back by, hang out with us again later.
Yay! I didn't even have to push a button for that one. E2's here
Last but
too,
not
E.
least-
E2's here, E. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
Hey.
it's E2. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, big sleepy man. He sleeping in a little bit today, but gotta say I am jealous. I definitely did not want to get up this morning out of bed. But you're awake now, so that means we're gonna get ready to lock in and where you guys are gonna get the most value, because we did see a lot of bumps today as expected, is gonna be in the Discord. Links down in the description. Still run the 7-day free trial for you. Get in, get locked in.
Get in, get locked in,
All right.
and make sure you sub, guys. We're gonna stream tonight, so make sure you sub so you get the notification when we come on. 10 p.m. Western, Eastern, Pacific time, whatever the fuck that meant. 1 a.m. your time. Sorry, 12 a.m. your time. 10 p.m. Cali West Coast time tonight. Yes, sir. And Q Donkey's here too. By the way.
Hey, what's up, man? What's good? What's good?
Oh, he's gonna come with some plays. He always does.
Yeah, man. I will say, in truth, yesterday could have definitely turned out to be a lot better for us. Bit unfortunate with our turnover prop, man. I knew that second one he got right before the end of the first half was going to cost us, and well, of course he ends the game with 3. So a bit unfortunate. And so our big guy Yaxel with man, I just don't know what happened in the first half of both of the halves. He was just very passive. Ended up with 31. So I mean, man, just shy of being able to get there for us. But I did see our money lines. We had a clean sweep with that in between both. Shout out to Big Coach. And if you guys followed on the stream, we hit all 3 of those as well. I did also see you hit another, what was it, Bet Online?
Oh yeah, I've been doing good on those. 5-1 last 6 of them. So I think I got a new little strategy with those, and they've been pretty good, man. It's pretty easy to know like the star players are going to get the lowest amount of PRA type of plays or points. Like for example, Casper's playing tomorrow. You could put him down to 20 PRA. Feels good, man. Add another little, something like you were talking about what's his name on Purdue, little baby. Bearded kid, Braden. Yeah, you could just put his little 4 assists there. You could put Trey Ren at 15 points. Sign me up. Those kind of plays are money at this point of the season.
Yeah, honestly. And especially for the guys who are playing really high minutes, they're going to hopefully go out and be able to do their thing. And yeah, you've definitely been dialed in on that. So love to see it. Still, even with the unfortunate misses here and there, I feel like we are profiting overall and here to close out the regular season. So I'm not sure if we have games on Sunday as well. I need to look at that. But this is basically the last weekend for the regular season, and then it's tournament time.
Yes, sir. So they'll get into the conference tournaments, right? And then the big tournament. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this shit's going to be crazy. And like we were saying before, teasing it yesterday and the day before, we're going to do that brackets too, man. Get in our little Discord battle. We're going to have a little bracket battle and a little prize at the end. Who knows what it's going to be? Maybe a lifetime membership, maybe some money. Who knows? Maybe both. Whatever. But that should be fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, well, we got a bunch to talk about today, so let's go ahead and hop into it. We'll talk about the first 2 plays at least, and if you guys got any questions, comments, make sure to drop them down below, and we'll get to them as we can. Okie dokie. Well, first up today, and amazing find by you. Shout out to Fliff for opening the first line for us actually having access to the PRA line. But his PR at 24.5, we felt pretty confident that was going to end up bumping. And of course he did. So he's at 25.5 on most sites now. But we got that early value, so love to see it. And these guys are back at home finally. They've been playing a couple games on the road here. And one thing that we know for sure is Danger and Coach, their relationship has obviously gotten way better since this little scafu. And he's been pretty well uncapped, playing upwards of almost 30 minutes a game. And some of these, honestly haven't been that competitive too, especially in this little gap here. But games that are competitive, our guy's been out there doing his thing. And I would say, honestly, we've kind of seen Haggerty take somewhat of a step back from being such a ball hog and really just taking all the shots in the world. So I do love to see this team is spreading the ball out a lot between him, or those two, and Hunter. And yeah, man, I mean, just Danger, he's been really, really dangerous at home, especially. Coach has been able to leave him out there, so he's been productive. And I think the only risk for us is honestly just, the usual foul troubles that can come out of nowhere. But the last 4 games, he's looked spectacular. Love to see it after this little, whatever incident with him and Coach. And it's just back to business as usual. So if we goldfish that one, I mean, we're talking about somebody who's hit, how many games is this? Like the last 10 games. So, I mean, 8 out of the 9 capable games here. It looks pretty good. So I like it, man. I think we got another shot here for final regular season game, and we're going to roll with it one more time. So yeah. Danger 24.5 PR.
Yeah, man, I think it's a little on the low side still because just took him the season to get going. If you look before those 9 games, he wasn't playing many minutes and he wasn't doing much. So lately, yeah, you can see there the last 10 before those 10. So now he's in the starting lineup. He's playing minutes. The line hasn't caught up yet. It's still up a little bit at 24.5. This is probably the last time we're going to get it at 24.5 if he goes over again. But we got to get it one last time. We'll see what they do, but
Indeed.
yeah. So it's a little bit of value there. 24.5 last night. Fliff, thank you. And yeah, 25.5 now. I think on Underdog might be. I mean on Prizepicks might be 25. I'm not sure, but the payout's a little bit worse now. Or did they not update it there on Outlier?
No, I saved it from earlier to keep the odds and everything that we had at it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, he is 25.5 basically everywhere else.
Okay. All right. Cool. So we got a little bit of value on that too. All righty. Now to the
Indeed.
turnovers, E. Can you do all the turnovers
Yeah.
at once for us? 3 in a row? Just why not, right? Or is it?
Yeah, I mean, hey, you could. I think you could. Personally, I'd probably sprinkle him in with some of the other regular props just to get, a reasonable payout still somewhere between that 2.4, 2.7 range. But we got some spicy ones, man. And
Yeah.
one that honestly I felt ultra confident about today, TKR. They are on the road against Illinois. So this, I mean, from a spectator point of view, I cannot wait to watch this game tonight. I think this is going to be hands down either a blowout or it's going to be the best game on the slate to watch. And hoping that Purdue hangs in there. They've been a little shaky on some of these road games recently, but we know Illinois is going to be about the business, and Purdue generally is a pretty strong team. So I like the game script in general. 158 total is pretty crazy. This is going to be a massive pace up for Purdue side of things. So shout out to maybe consideration props there, but 1.5 turnovers, just honestly way too low for TKR. 70% hit rating so far on the season. They have not played so far this season, so we don't have any current season data as far as the head-to-head. But if you look at his road metrics, only missed one time so far this season. That was against Minnesota. And he's averaging closer to 3.5 assists so far. And yeah, this is just way too low of a line. Obviously, the payout reflects that. I believe, what did you end up pairing with earlier on Flip?
Oh, UFC dude. Roofy at minus 550, I think. I think it's even minus 485 now. He should definitely win tomorrow. So I paired him with a few of these turnover plays, yeah.
Okay, hell yeah. Well, the obviously we're gonna have to pair it with something, so small drawback there. But yeah, I love this 90% hit rating. It's a phenomenal matchup. Illinois are causing the 22nd most turnovers per game, so perfect storm environment for this. And yeah, man, I'm gonna have a lot of exposure to this tonight personally.
Yeah, you can pair it with Memphis money line. If you're on Fliff, you could pair it with who's the other one I did? I did BYU for tomorrow. They're playing Utah. They should whip their ass. BYU's been real deal all season. Those type of things, and pull it down to, playable odds.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it.
All right.
Now,
Okay,
one of your
that's good.
turnover plays that you have there, though, is actually right about, minus 120, right?
Yeah, so
And then Joe's another one of those minus 180 type plays.
yeah, so Stefan, and you always know if the odds are closer to being a pick 'em if Prizepicks is going to offer it. So Prizepicks did actually offer Stefan today. You want to talk about that one real fast?
Sure. K-Frosh says, should I take the bump for Danger, though? Just throw that out there now for you. What do you think? Leave the 24.5 pass or take the bump?
Well, I did post a lotto card for the protected play in the Discord earlier with the bump. So, I mean, if you want to play it, that's always going to be at your own risk. Up to you if you don't have any exposure on it. Like, I get it. Maybe just play it as a half unit since he did bump. But that's always up to you guys. So, just kind of unfortunately, we don't control the line maker and the movement. So we just, whenever we can lock in the value, that's when we're going to post it.
I want to say Prizepicks is still 25 flat, though. That would help a little bit. And I don't know if Fliff... Oh, 25.5. Never mind. Bump 2. Okay.
Yeah, now he's 25.5 everywhere now.
Everywhere.
For sure.
Fliff 2, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I hate taking bumps.
Yeah, man, it sucks, and especially with having less and less sports to bet on, like this will definitely start getting worse too once we move into the tournament and the brackets. Whenever the player prop and game amount kind of shrinks down a little bit.
But we've never really done college until this season, so maybe during the bigger games they give us more options. Maybe wishful thinking, but
It's definitely possible. I wouldn't rule that out. We could see maybe close to all 5 starters, or if normally they would give us 5 starters, like 5 plus a bench piece.
that'd be crazy.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk about Stephon here in just a second. Let's talk about Nike, because this was just honestly a pretty big oversight for the 2 different fantasy sites. Now, Prizepicks had him open at 36 fantasy, which seems pretty appropriate. I mean, obviously, dude's been crushing it the last, 10, 20 games now, and for a majority of the season. So I'm with it if you still want to play it, to each their own. But Underdog, they opened him at 32.25, which was just insane. So massive value snipe there. And they ended up pulling him, I think, 20 minutes after we posted.
Mm-hmm.
So he is adjusted. He's all the way up to, when I hit this refresh, I believe he's 35. Yeah, 35.75. So pretty big movement there. 3 points already. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see him move one more time, because this is going to be one of the late games tonight. And after the first round of games get going, people going back to the well, trying to, bet more, figure out stuff for later, or tie into tomorrow's games. Wouldn't be shocked to see it move as well. So just keep it in mind. We got that early value if you guys want to play it. Again, to each their own.
Another one of them bumps. Another reason why you
Yes,
should
sir.
be in the Discord, guys, if you want to catch the money and catch the value, which is huge. Because again, and the more I do this, the more I realize this. Like, these lines are set pretty dang tight. So any movement is huge. Like, even back to K. Frosh's question with playing the bump. 24.5, it's up to 25.5. Do you want to play it? It feels like, whatever. If he's going to get 25, he's going to get 26, but not really. Not really. Chances are he's going to be within that 20 to 30 range. That means that point's a big deal. Especially on this one, dude. This dude's at 32 something you got, and now he's 36, 35, 75. That's 3.5 fantasy points. That's huge. That's a whole steal or a block right there. That's tough, man. So all that to say, jump in the Discord if you haven't yet, guys. Just wait when WNBA comes too. Holy shit. You might as well jump in now to make sure you remind yourself, or at least sub to the channel, one of the two. But yeah.
Oh, for sure, man. We go crazy for this WNBA season.
We're
wait.
gonna get limited on every site. That's gonna be our goal of the year. Get limited on every site. Can't wait.
Hey, that would be quite the feat, honestly. Too good, you get limited.
Oh yeah. No, that's gonna happen.
All right, well, let's take a few questions here real fast. I see Kugananki's got a couple,
Okay.
and we'll hop into other plays.
So I see you pulled up you went back to old lawyer. Okay. Fletcher Lawyer threes. You and your threes. They're like turnovers. Ayo's here though. Ayo just jumped in like that.
Hey, what's up, man? What's good?
He said he loves us and he called us mofos. That's awesome. I like that.
No, speaking to us, so sweet. Appreciate it.
Nice guy. D-Gen United. D-Gen's United as 3.
Okay, so let's talk about Lawyer. In all honesty, I did initially have him in the lotto card for Prizepicks because they are surprisingly offering his line, and I don't know how to feel about that. I honestly don't, because we were laughing about this yesterday too. What was the prop? It was Peyton Sanford and that steal prop. And bro, you talk about Prizepicks and trapping 101, bro. They cleaned up on that play like no tomorrow.
They know
There
what
was
they're doing.
all red bars, and I'm like, if you look at this dude, he's only cleared this once. I think it was once in the last like 12 games, but he did get it in the matchup. But it's just one of those props, like, man, if Prizepicks specifically, if they are offering this, I got to take a long, hard pause and look at this and be like, is this Trap City? Because I know this play was one of the most popular plays. If I'm not mistaken, might be the most popular play, actually. Let's look real fast. I'm genuinely curious.
I wanna really see a list of different sites, being it fantasy pick'em sites or books, and just list them out and say how much money did they make in 2024, and see a list. I bet you Prizepicks number 1.
Oh, gotta be.
Over DK, over FanDuel, everything. Fuck you. They go and get all the stars to do their commercials. Like, hell no, they're killing. So they're smart. They know what's up.
Yeah, so he's, third most popular play, and I get it. All the green bars look good. He did get it in the matchup, and Illinois, they do play drop coverage. So honestly, I would not be surprised if both Fletcher and Braden can both hit at least 2 threes on them. The only thing with Lawyer is the minutes have been a little bit more volatile than one would prefer, and the volume is still kind of mid. Now, he's definitely going to shoot it. The guy almost exclusively shoots from 3, and you can see that, a lot of it's going to carry its weight there. But I would play that one. I was really, really 50-50 on it, but I totally see it, man. I totally see it.
All right. And then, let's see, the second question he had, Cardenas assists, and Danny C's here, too. Danny C's here with some questions, too. There we go. Big Danny's here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Big Danny said yesterday, he said, Yak, so I told y'all. Young in part 2.
Yeah. No, yeah. You're definitely right about that. He came out in both openings to the first and the second half and just did nothing, for six minutes into the game. I think he had 1 field goal attempt in like 13 minutes in the second half, too. And yeah, man, he ended up coming up just shy of it. So nice read on that. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. It's all good. We bet one way, bet the other way. Usually we come up with the same idea, but sometimes every now and then it turns the other way, and it is what it is. One person feels the other side. That's why the prop battle is going to be so nice. We're going to start it when WNBA starts. It's going to be so nice. So nice. I can't wait. So anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what about Navarro?
If he was still 5.5, I would snap that up in a hurry. I do see he's at 6 on Prizepicks, which maybe is a little bit more appealing. Kind of has a push factor to it. Can he get 7? Sure. He's one of the players on the teams who's a low shot volume guy, but obviously the primary playmaker. 5.5 would be insane. I'm assuming this one is a goblin for Prizepicks, but still, 5.5 would be perfect. 6, I would probably play that. 6.5, we're kind of pushing it.
Yeah, makes sense. So Danny C says Malachi Smith points and assists over.
Malachi
Smith.
All right, so Malachi was actually one of the mid-tier plays that I was going to talk about anyways, so let's talk about him. What was the line?
I don't know. He just says PA over.
Points assist. Okay, so the points I'm a little bit more shy on today, I'll be honest. I love his assist line. Low-key, I think this is the best obvious prop for him. Got there in the first game. The scoring was definitely way tougher. He really, really struggled in this matchup. The minutes were a little bit less. Obviously, the minutes really were the biggest thing for me about him. This last month, just kind of being all over the place as far as like in the rotation, because you can see the games that he's playing really, really bad. Coach is benching him in those scenarios, and then the games that he's having just a more normal outing, he's actually getting the minutes. So I do like that it's been somewhat on the incline, but it's not this. Like, we're not getting the same player that we had during this stretch. This kind of seems to be almost a foregone thought. So I like him. I'm a little bit more worried about the scoring because he definitely has been a bit more back and forth about it. But, yeah, this really, really worried me on the road, though. Like, his scoring drops off the face of the earth. So I don't know if I can really, really, feel confident about that. But the assists and the playmaking looked really, really solid. So this was something that had my interest today personally.
You know what I just realized when you were looking through the site, how you've mastered Outlier, bro? When we get to WNBA and you flip over to Props Madness, you're going to shit your pants. You're going to shit your pants. Bro, they got so much cool shit. Oh, man. It's going to be so sick. Anyways, you're going to master that site. I think you're going to be on a whole nother level that you didn't even know about until this year. Danny C also says Jonathan Lawson over 0.5 blocks. Ooh, 0.5 blocks. Those are always, ugh. tough.
Yeah, let's take a look at Lawson, and hell, since we're just cranking through the mid-tier stuff while we're talking about questions anyways, I do have a really spectacular block prop that I was looking at. Let's see, Lawson. Kind of a mid matchup. Looks like their opponent's only giving up 3.6 blocks per game. He did have one in the first game that they played. It's gonna be a slow game. I mean, you can see this game total is pretty pathetic. That's the only slight concern I would have. It's not bad. I mean, he's fairly consistent about it. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. Feels like, a 50-50 play, but it is for at least a straight payout. I'm assuming this is probably on Prizepicks as well. Yep, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
All right. Well, that's the end of the comments or the questions that people have so far. If you guys, anyone else out there who wants to talk about a play or got a play we all need to play that you found, drop it in the chat. That would be wonderful. And we are at 17 likes. 8 more for good luck, guys. We're at 17. That's not bad. It's not bad. I think we can get it up to 20 here in the next minute. Ooh, there's 18. We got 2 more right now, and then we'll probably be able to get our 25, I think. That would be nice. You guys are the fucking shit.
Love it, man. Appreciate y'all. We wouldn't and couldn't do it without y'all.
We sure wouldn't.
Okay, so
we sure couldn't.
Real fast, because the irony of these lines of questions too are just perfect. So from same team, same scenario. Milwaukee Wilkinson was actually the block player that I was looking at. The payout obviously is going to be a parlay piece, so look to maybe flip, or if you have a strong, play on Underdog, then you can pair it with that and just eat the payout. But this dude's a block machine, man. He's only had 5 games all season without a block, and his road splits too, phenomenal. I don't know why Outlier's not showing it for some of these mid-tier teams, but had a really good outing in the first 2 games they played. He had 1 block the first game, 2 blocks the second game, so I would not mind this at all for Wilkinson.
I wonder if that's on Fliff. Probably.
Good question. Saw this one right before we hopped on, so I haven't had a chance to look at Fliff and what all they have for these lower colleges.
I mean, I don't like 0.5 block plays, but those are one of those ones you kind of got to play. Looks too crazy.
I think so, right?
It seems like it. I mean, if you like it that much, make it official. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Could be wrong, but I know it's 0.5 blocks. So get your nerfy fucking helmet on. But
yeah, we'll see. We might add it to the list. That I know that Fears Steel, man. Old trusty came through for us the other day.
Yeah. Fuck it. I mean, if it's that big of a thing, I think they're okay with giving you the value there because they know a lot of people are going to play it. They're giving you the minus 244 on Underdog, which is kind of shit. But it almost gives us that good feeling of, okay, well, if we can find it on Flip at 180, add something to it, and we got a good bet there.
Yeah, honestly. And there's a couple of money lines that could be, thrown into stuff. Today was a bit unfortunate with just the odds that they're giving us.
Yeah.
I would say, honestly, the Boise State and the Purdue game, I feel like more are a true pick'em, honest 50-50. But the other ones that did kind of stand out was, I like this Miami. Dude, they've been on fire the last 2 months now, and just a low-key team that we've been playing every home game that they had. But they beat Ball State by, I believe, 8 or 9 the first time they played in the away game, and now back on the season. They haven't lost a home game in like 2 months.
Hey, there you go. And they got a bunch of lines up for tomorrow already too, I think, right? If you needed to go and find your favorite one, maybe. What team was dude on again with the block? I'm sorry. What team was that dude on?
He is on, I always forget the name of this, Little Rock.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah, 136 total. So I mean, it is gonna be a slower game. That's the only kind of real drawback that we have for it. But
No props on
should be a
Flip for
fun
that
one.
game. Oh well. So it's only on Underdog. Okay. So it's a little basically taco type feel, but you're just not getting paid as much for it. So I don't know. If you got one play you love on Underdog, that's a good one to throw with it, maybe.
Bro, I wish we could get his fantasy line, man. This dude's been just a crazy fantasy guy. I mean, nice field goal attempts, but the blocks and the steals are a real deal for him.
Well, E2 says the next comment was any favored pairs on or for UD. I would assume it was kind of what I was saying there. If you don't, I mean, at least me personally, I don't look to just play a lot on Underdog unless we got some value there. But if you want to play that block play, it's nowhere else. Throw it on Underdog and then add another, whatever the second best value on Underdog would be. So it's 0.77.
Yeah.
Pretty shitty, but if you add another guy, honestly, bro, if you can find 3 plays really on Underdog, I've learned, although we've known the 6 times thing for the normal plays, but ever since they added all these alts and all these extra things in this last year, I didn't realize that even if you add alts, if you add 3, it makes a huge difference in the payout, regardless. And I didn't realize that, so that's a big deal too. So you could throw in, that block play and then 2 other plays that you like. Listen to me talking about doing 3 whole plays together, but for real, it's
I mean, you could do like him TKR turnovers, and then find something else. Not using Boswell. Good God, not Boswell. Just throwing it in there, but yeah.
No,
so,
take Boswell out. It's scaring me.
Here we'll use Nate for.
Why don't you do?
I see somebody's asking about him too.
Oh, I was gonna say, why don't you do some turnovers and just make it a turnover and block 3-pick.
It's
gone.
Eat the payout on that. It's probably going down to like a .82.
Well, I mean, just throwing that out there. When you're playing such bad odds on one play, the second play can bring you back up a little, but when you add the third play, if you have a alt or something like that, can really help you out. Just Underdog though. For some reason they just do their 3 picks that way, which is cool. Just got to make sure that they're easy plays. Don't throw out -130 plays and put 3 of them together. That sucks.
He moved to a 1.8 or a .81.
So 2.8 for 3 of those. I mean, if you feel like those are going to hit, then it's a good play, but they're not like all under still. But either way, if that's what you wanted to do, that's what you could do. Or you could just take Joe off and do the 2-pick. What would that pay you? 173?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Those are the perfect ones for like the boosts. I know a lot of people got a boost for college today. That's probably what Eric's E2 is talking about. So you could do those 3, add the boost, and you'll probably get a 3.5 or something. It's not bad.
Oh yeah. No, if you got a boost, man, I would definitely be going maybe a little bit more all in on some of this stuff. I didn't get one today personally. I don't think I even got anything yesterday.
They hate on you, bro. You've been winning. They don't like you.
I mean, hey, they keep giving me that crap every other day. I mean, they did last week.
Yeah. I think they just decide to mess with you sometimes. See what you do. Test your account. See if you play any more or less. And then they're like, oh, he didn't play as much. Let's give him these boosts back. Who knows? For real, this AI shit's out there, bro. You think they don't know what's going on? They know. They probably know every person's account and everything they do and their style and everything to decide who they give shit to. And they ain't no dummies. But anyways,
Nope.
We got a few more questions from peoples, or do you want to talk through the rest of your plays? Either way.
Yeah. Well, we have a little, segue to answer another question here. I see JMC was asking why Santos over Cheeks PR. Did I miss it? No. Here, we'll talk about that one real fast. Actually, I was honestly kind of in the same boat as you, man. Really debating between the two of them. I think the thing that kind of tipped my hat a little bit more was just, honestly, looking at historically the matchup. Nate Santos just absolutely cooks his team, averaging over 25 plus PR. But if you look, just on the season as a whole, Nate's been really, really solid. 70% hitting this and then 75% on the road. which he's averaging closer to 19.5 PR. So I do like that. He's been very, very efficient. And both of these guys honestly have the same thing. I mean, their PR looks pretty solid. There's really, really good free throw upside. The only thing, and I guess kind of maybe tips my hat more so towards Nate, was Cheeks. He's going to be going up against Max Shugla, and he's honestly one of their best defenders and just really high usage guys. So that might be a little bit more tough sledding. I do like the 12.5 points was still pretty low, but I got to say, man, there's a couple of things that have been kind of, I think maybe inflating his lines more than anything. He's beginning to the free throw line, I mean, almost 3 to 4 plus times a game. These two outlier games here with 14 and 10 free throws is pretty crazy. But, I mean, if you look at some of them, too, though, going 4 or 5 from the field, 5 of 8, and then these just kind of random double-digit field goal attempts, I think it's still pretty solid. Both of these guys are mid-20 usage rating overall, so they go back and forth with it quite a bit. I'm just a little bit more worried that we could see him kind of run into, a reality check here playing against Max on the other side, so... Jack Clark's a pretty terrible defender. I mean, this guy averages like half a stock a game and can get into random foul trouble. So those things just kind of pushing me, I think, a little bit more in that direction. I will say, though, low-key, Javon Bennett, he was at 10.5 points. I think you can still get him an underdog at that. Small shout-out to him for his scoring upside. But, yeah, man, I don't know. Cheeks is all right, but he could be Cheeks.
He can be Cheeks. He can be Cheeks. Alrighty.
He played really, really bad against them the first game. He went 1 of 6, and he got bailed out with 6 free throw attempts and only had 7 points.
Maybe he'll come back and be like, I know I sucked last time. I'm going to ball out today.
Well, he's been, and another thing kind of inflating his stats too is he's been hitting a 3. I mean, he has 5 consecutive games all with a 3. So some of that, maybe he's probably good for a 3 for most of the games, but that is a little bit kind of a spotty scoring spot for him. Maybe he ends with 0. Maybe he gets 10 free throws, but, can you really trust that? Hard to say.
Okay. One other question if you want to jump through it and then get to the last few.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Danny C, the man. He says Colby Rogers under RA.
Yeah, man. He's honestly just been kind of their, spot up shooter as of late. He's really stepped up in that in a few more games, but he's just honestly a low usage rating guy overall. I mean, you look at him down the stretch here in the season, and I mean, really for most of the season. I will say it is a good matchup. It's pretty much green lights across the board for these Memphis guys. But as far as playmaking, I mean, he's a distant, I would say maybe even pushing 3rd on the team. It's going to be Haggerty by far. And we've also seen Danger also. Oh my God, I'm saying also like a million times. Danger, who has been a facilitator, kind of is splitting some of this time between these two guys. And it makes sense. If Danger's out there, especially the rebounding has fallen off the face of the earth, I would say, man, I can't sweat a 1.5 prop, but the RA makes sense. Just I think targeting the downside from this, because this is whenever Danger moved in the starting 5, and then you can see this just went way, way down.
There you go. TM blocks over 1.5. Why are they so low? THIAM. Theum?
Oh, Thames?
Fame? Is that it?
Yeah, I believe.
Oh.
TH.
Why is it so low, he says?
That is a good question. Okay. So he's a little closer to 50-50 as far as like away games, but looks pretty good so far on the season. Who is he going up against on the court? UFC? Who are they playing? West Virginia. Give me 1 second. Let's check the old depth charts. All right, center. Oh man, this team is riddled with injuries. Jeez.
We're at 23 likes.
Let's go.
And Ant the Kid's here.
They're playing West Virginia.
Ant got a question for you, too. You got to keep working, E. That's why we get the big likes.
That's okay. I'm trying to figure out what teams does home dude play on. Or their opponent team, sorry. I'll find out 1 second. I'm just trying to see who the opposing center is. Always forget about this.
I'm in West Virginia. I just smoked this fucking big ass joint, bro. I can't find anything, man. That's just me, though. Good thing you're looking for it.
Oh yeah, Hansberry.
Hansberry.
Forget about this guy. Let's see. Yeah. Honestly, that's not a bad find. Small. I would say on it. The only red flag that I would see is kind of has a little bit of foul trouble, so he could see some kind of a reduction in minutes. The opposing center, that is. But the dude is actually a reasonable 3-point shooter, so he could be dragging him out to the 3-point line a little bit. But the hit rating is pretty stout for that. It is a 1.5 block prop, though, so do keep that in mind. Metrics-wise, I mean, they only allow the 65th least amount of blocks per game, so that is kind of scary. No seasonal data to, kind of go off of there. Not bad. Kind of meh.
Kind of scary. Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Ant the Kid says really random, but what do you think about Jonathan Lawson PR?
Lawson. We're getting a lot of maybes out of this game.
I know, right? There's not that many games, and we got a ton of props and a ton of different players to look at.
Yeah, Lawson was pretty interesting. I was looking at his PRA earlier. I believe that had the higher hit rating for him. But the PR, honestly, it does make sense. But it's hard to sleep on that assist rating, though. 2.5 assists. Clearly, it should be probably 3.5 assists or 3 at least, minus 200. But 63%, so he's definitely one of their primary playmakers. If you wanted scoring upside, I get it. A little bit all over the place. He should be 13.5 points, honestly, but they get him at 14.5. Yeah, if I was playing something with a scoring upside, probably the PRA, but it's a good rebounding spot on paper or metrics wise.
All right, and then the last one, you can pronounce that one if you want to. His first name's Aaron, and he plays for Tennessee State. I'll tell you that much. NKRUNAH.
Are they playing tonight or tomorrow?
I'm not sure. He just said his props just seem too low. Let's take a look at them. Is it not on your outlier?
Yeah, I don't see him on Underdog either.
He's on my outlier. Hee hee. I see 10.5 points. 2.5 assists. PR 15.5. PRA 18.5. That is on Prizepicks. Oh, it does say it's on Underdog too. Weird.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Throw out your sights, E.
I don't know. I don't make it up. Oh my god. How do you spell his name?
NKRUMAH. Big Aaron. There you go.
Tennessee State.
So PR 18.5 points. There you go. There he is. He was hiding.
Yeah. Gotcha. Alrighty. Let's take a gander here. So it looks like it is great rebounding matchup. Yep, that makes sense. Rebounds not too bad. So let's see, scoring. Yeah, and no assist. All right, so maybe the playmaking could be a little bit more spotty. Yeah, his PRA line honestly looks a touch too low. These teams play twice this season. Pretty healthy game totals. I mean, over 160 in both of them. That's not bad. 36, 38 minutes. Was looking pretty well locked in for minutes. Yeah, I could see it, man. It's a tougher scoring and assist spot though. But if the game total is going to be that high, these two teams are playing at a pretty healthy pace. Somebody got to score. Quit. Alrighty. Did you step away for a second? I'm sure you did.
No. I was just I was on mute for a second, and I didn't know. But yeah, that's the questions, and we got through what? Almost to the end.
Yeah, we got to scoot through the plays here real fast, so we're not taking too much overtime.
And we're at 23 likes. 23.
Sweet. Heck yeah. Well, we only have 3 plays to talk about. Zuby is a play for tomorrow, so another one that we'll see on the list for later on tonight. But yeah, let's talk about some turnover plays here real fast. We got Stefan T. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his last name, but going up against our favorite turnover team in Portland, and it is in Portland, and we know they really give the business to the small forward and forward positions. So you can see struggled both games already this season. This is a third meeting between the two teams. He had 3 and 4 turnovers. Also on the road. God, I wish this thing would show that, man. Also averaging just over almost 2.5 turnovers on the road this year. But I love it, man. He was one of our primaries that we played the last meeting that they had. And I think he ended up clearing this like in the first 5 minutes of the game or something. But 1.5 turnovers, way too low for him. I will say, was looking at Mo Odom. Got to shout out him at least as an honorable mention. Is the primary playmaker for Pepperdine, and you would think ideally this would be a great matchup for it. I thought the same thing the first time they played, and he ended the game with 0, so that was a bit unfortunate. He had 1 the last game they played, but I think between the 2 games that kind of scares me off, marking the stamp is him being the primary. But road splits have looked pretty good. He's 75% so far this season, and you can see 71% on the season as a whole. So Big Stefan, 1.5 turnovers.
There we go. Bingo.
All right. And then VCU, it's their final home game of the season for these guys. So Joey B and company at home. We're waiting on a little bit of injury news right now. Philip Russell is going to be a game time decision. He left last game early with ankle injury, I believe. Ankle injury. So he could actually not suit up today, which is only going to help our cause even more. Joey B's been very, very capable for the playmaking, facilitating so far on the team. And if he sits, I think we're going to see him pick up the slack there. I mean, this guy averages just a turnover, self-caused turnover every single game. You can see here 83% so far on the season. He had 2 the first time that they played, and his opposing on-court matchup, Javon Bennett, guy averages almost 2 steals a game. So we're just looking for really 1 bonehead turnover and for a forced turnover on the other side.
Guess what?
What's that?
25.
What's
Whoever just hit that like and got that 25th like, guys. Good luck to you today. That's what's up. And good luck to us. Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, last but not least, we got one more play. Again, this is going to be for Saturday, but Zuby and his 12.5 points honestly just feels a touch too low. We know at the beginning of the season when he was playing reduced minutes and yada yada. So goldfish in that, looking at well over 70% so far this season. The only games where he's really struggled was the foul games, and most of the road games, he's been really solid for us. This matchup, he did have 13 points the first time they played, but that was also with Davion Smith playing, who is expected to be out tomorrow. Is he confirmed out, or is he trending towards out?
Confirmed out. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Dope. Well, that should solidify the minutes here. I mean, St. John's, they've been playing a pretty tight rotation for the most part, and they're going to be looking for the dub here. Super excited. Marquette's been, I would say, mostly a solid team this year, and just keep it close. Guys going to be going out there. Love the minutes we've seen over the last month, barring any foul trouble. Looking for the same results here.
Yeah, and man, watching them last time, I mean, they're a good team, Marquette, but I'm not saying Zuby's Eric Dixon or anything, but that dude had like 35 points. He said, fuck you guys. They just kept feeding him. They couldn't stop him. So, Big Zoobs, if you can't get 13 points, come on, bro.
Yeah, honestly, man. And we know Ben Gold on the other side. We've picked on him plenty of times where, I mean, the guy just, plays middling minutes. He's okay center, but he honestly plays more like a small forward or a power forward. And I don't think he's going to be able to hang with Zuby. I'm expecting Zuby to back him down, try and get into a lot of isolation. Kadari Richmond, hopefully being able to space the floor is going to help out a lot, and then RJ as well. So I think we're going to see a lot of ISO, and them dumping the ball down low is going to work out really well.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay, well, that was at least all the plays so far on the listy list. Got a couple mid-tier plays here, just kind of run by you guys, at least to keep on the radar. Nelly Joseph Jr. on Prizepicks. He was at 32 fantasy earlier. Had himself a game, almost dropped a 50 bomb in this matchup earlier on this season, and it was on the road too. In this game, now we're back at the house. Very consistent so far this season. I mean, we're talking 75% hit rating at the house. I'm not going to compare him to CMB, but very similar aspect of just their, overall performance when playing at home, and another player who just feels still right there on the line.
And his name's Nelly.
Yeah, and it's Big Nelly. So stay out of foul trouble here. He's been playing really, really well. I like it. Like the minutes over the last couple games too. I mean, it's been a stretch since we've seen him play, almost 40 minutes, and he's done it in several of these last games, 36 plus. So I like it, man. Just stay out of foul trouble, and him being at home too, we cut down on some of the turnover risk because this has been a bit hellacious so far this year. And yeah, man, 1.5 turnovers. Small shout out to that. Not the best matchup for it, but it's not a bad one.
Shout out to C. Dot the mailman. He says, "Shake them bangs for me, Goldilocks."
Oh yeah, bro, my hair's been out of control today. We've been having some crazy wind out here, and I stepped outside earlier, and it was like Ace Ventura action, just all over the place.
That's awesome, Ace Ventura. Oh man. Okay. And then we got one. You got what? One more mid-tier play you like?
Yeah. We talked about Wilkinson already. So Max, just another player. Fantasy felt a little bit low. They were pretty appropriate with the actual line itself. Didn't look like there was much of a discrepancy between the two lines. But yeah, man, I think he's going to see a lot of action against Cheeks. Super pause, but that is what it is. He had several stocks against him last game, and he shot the ball really efficient. So wouldn't be surprised to see him, in with another 34, 35 fantasy range. I do like the minutes too. He's been playing some very solid minutes. I mean, even in the blowout games, he's playing at least 27, 28 minutes.
Word up.
Two more here real fast. Just again, these seem like low sweat, low lines, but Jaden Reed going up against Memphis, albeit, yes, it is Memphis. If they are going to be hanging around here, this guy should be playmaking. 2.5 assists, just a touch low. He had 3 in first time they played, and you can see very consistent so far this season. Road games still look pretty solid, over 70% on both of them. And they've got one last one. Big Teddy Washington, his RA at 6.5 was just a little bit too low, over 70% so far this season, and he's almost 75% on the road. So just a couple things here, a couple things for y'all to think about, a little extra gravy on the plate.
I like gravy.
All right, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speaking of gravy, I think I'm gonna do a pot roast tonight for dinner.
Pot roast? So they said cheeseburger, hamburger, or something. No,
that was yesterday.
That was yesterday. Damn, days are moving by quick, man. All right.
Yeah, I need something to have a drink with later.
Uh-oh. He's going to come on the stream tonight sloshed. We're at 27 likes.
Hey, y'all are amazing. Honestly, man.
It does help us. No, I really appreciate it, actually. No bullshit.
Looks like Morez Johnson's going to be out again for Illinois tonight. Alrighty. Well, I believe that is what we have for you fine folks today. Underrated, you got anything else, man?
Nope. Because I'll just start rambling, so I'm going to let it go. No, I'm just happy it's Friday, man. I'm happy it's Friday. I'm happy we got another stream coming up. I'm happy we got a bunch of games to bet on tomorrow. It's sunny outside. I'm still not going to mow my lawn. I'm happy. I'm just going to watch basketball, let my grass keep growing outside. Fuck it. How about that?
Indeed, man. That's the plan. Well, it's Friday, so you guys getting off of work, enjoy the weekend. Anybody working on the weekend, we appreciate you guys, because I know I worked on the weekends for a long time, and that shit sucks. So appreciate you guys holding it down there. Love y'all hanging out here. Make sure to hit that like and sub if you haven't already. Hop in the Discord. We will be back in, about 7 hours from now, give or take. So we'll catch y'all later. Underrated, man. I appreciate it. Good luck tonight, y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace.